Well, hello and welcome to this video tutorial series for Minecraft. I'm tentatively calling this video tutorial series the Minecraft Configuration and Setup. I don't know if I want to stick with that title. Here are the parts that I have so far outlined. I just whipped this together inside of a few minutes and I may or may not follow them. You know the routine if you've watched my last video tutorial series. Things will grow and develop as we proceed. Now this part here, the first step, download and install Minecraft, I'm going to assume you've already done that, but just in case I'm going to show you where to go. Excuse me. Apparently, Google wants to autofill things on me. So you buy it here. It is currently running at $26 and there is supposed to be an update coming soon, but I don't know how many years they've been saying the update's been coming soon. And this is just a simple process of buying it. You download it and then you install it. After you have installed it, what you're going to end up with, and what I assume that you're with me on right now, is in your username of your, this is for Windows 7 of course, and it might be different for a different version of Windows, and it's going to be different for a different operating system, but I'm assuming use of Windows because that's what I use. I don't use anything else. It'll be your username, app data, roaming, and then .minecraft, and that'll be your install directory where Minecraft will show up. Even if you change the path during the install process and put it like I like to put stuff on D programs, even if you did that, you'd get a folder there and you'd have Minecraft in there, but it would cause you, at least I experienced some errors, and it would still have this folder. You just have to deal with it. You can't make Minecraft go where you want it to go, as far as I know. You cannot take its install routine and put it anywhere else. Hopefully they'll change that with the update. That would be a major thing, because Minecraft should be able to be installed anywhere on your computer and run just fine. Not have any, path issues or anything. Once you have Minecraft installed, and again I'm assuming that you already have it installed, next we need to get Forge. And Forge has its own site. It's right here. These links will be in the details below. The site for Forge, I'm using Minecraft 1.12.2, and again I'll be assuming that's what you'll be using, but if you're using a different version of Minecraft, then you'll have to download what's relevant for yours. It has a download latest link here to make it kind of easy, and it's already highlighted 1.12.2, so this is what I would click. And you are familiar with these kind of advertisement things where you've got to skip instead of clicking on whatever says download or any of that stuff. And so now I have Forge downloaded. Next, I use WorldEdit, the Forge edition of WorldEdit. Can't talk today. And here are where the files are for WorldEdit. I believe I have the right area. And again for 1.12, yeah. So you'll come here to files and then you'll go to 1.12, and download is right here, and it says that it's for Forge, so that's the one that we want. Now there is a couple of other, they're called launchers, they're called other names, but there are a couple of other things that you can use to run mods in Minecraft, and I'm not very familiar with them. I'll see if I can show you what they are. I don't use them because I wasn't able to get them to work. I just stick with what works for me. So excuse me a minute while I try to find my stuff here. So there's something, and we need Optifine too. I forgot to even put that in there. We're gonna need Optifine for shaders. So I'll go ahead and put a link up there for that. That'll be important, because I'm going to talk about shaders a little later. But the other ones that you can get, let's see if I have them still here. Light Loader is one of them. And then they have a WorldEdit, I think, that works outside of Forge. Don't quote me on that. And then they have something called Schematica if you want to do schematics, and that's my main focus. And I tried it, but I did not enjoy using it as much. And of course there's MCEdit, and MCEdit is more of a standalone program, and I like working within the game, so I stick with Forge. But you need to set up based on what it is that you want to use, or what it is that you like to use. So here is our WorldEdit link, and I'm pretty sure I already have this downloaded, so I won't download it again. It hasn't been updated in a little while. It's not even for 1.12.2. I need to do a Google search and see if there is a 1.12.2 WorldEdit somewhere. And then an optional file that you might want to have is WorldEdit CUI. This works half the time. I've mentioned it occasionally in my videos. This is what you would want for 1.12.2. I'll download it again just to compare, but I don't think it's been updated for a while either. And what this allows you to do is when you're using WorldEdit to select stuff, for some reason WorldEdit doesn't let you see your selection. This fixes that and lets you see your selection, theoretically. In reality, it blinks on and off and you don't always get to see it, but it does help. It's better not having anything, so I use it. I've tried other versions of this kind of program to kind of highlight your selection in WorldEdit, and they haven't worked. So this is what I use that works. Last download link that you'll need is Optifine. Optifine will allow you to run shader packs. And I do not know what they mean by EU, D3, blah, blah. I don't know what all that means. I just know that it keeps asking me to update it every time that they update this thing. So this is done on the 28th. I probably don't have this one, so I'll go ahead and just going on the date, I'll download this. Now, it looks like I was trying to do an ad fly kind of a thing. Let's see if I do a mirror, if I can use that. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to remove malware bytes. It should not be running in the background. It's going to cause me issues. It'll expire its real-time protection trial here pretty soon. On the jar files, you're going to be asked if you want to keep it or discard it, and you'll want to keep them. So just select keep. Because it's trying to protect you, jar files can have viruses and stuff in them. If you're worried about it, you should scan your downloads, whatever file they are, with a virus scanner. I use ClamWin, and that'll allow you to figure out if there's anything in there that you need to be worried about. I'm going to go over here to the downloads main directory, and we can now see the files that I have just downloaded. And I have, as I said, ClamWin, so I would just right click and go to scan with ClamWin. And then we'll really quickly go through the install instructions. I'm not going to bother waiting for that. I'm sure it's going to be quick, but I don't think I need to worry about it. Forge for me has been installed before, but I will go through it again because it needs to update, and I think it automatically removes the previous version for you. So I always like to right click and run as administrator. Even though I'm on an administrator account, I always do that to avoid issues with my installs. So you're installing the client and have the path here. If it doesn't have the path here, it should be the same path that I was telling you about. It'll be your C users, the name of your account on your Windows computer, appdata roaming.minecraft, and press OK. So now Forge is installed, and then Optifine is same kind of a process. I'll right click on it if it lets me. Now in this case, I don't have an install as administrator, so I can go to open or just double click. I'm just going to double click. Same path. I forgot that with jar files you don't get the install as administrator. You can extract it, but I'll just install it. I think that's correct. I got to make sure of that, because if I install it and it isn't set up for Forge, I might have a problem. Okay, Optifine is done. I'm pretty sure this is the same version I'm running, but let's go ahead and install it just for the heck of it. It'll be the same process. It says that I've had no viruses, so that's cool. And this one, when I double clicked it, nothing happened. Well, there's another way that you can install these jar files, and I'll show you how to do that. You go over here to mods. Once you've installed Forge, you'll have this mods folder, and if you do not have this mods folder after installing Forge, make sure that Forge shows up in your launcher. I'll show you this in a minute. And then if it's not there, try installing it again, because it should provide you this folder, but if it doesn't provide it for you, then you need to put one in there. And all I have to do in this case is just take this over here and copy over here, and it'll probably be an overwrite because I already had it over here. And here we have, now we have this Forge MCL, we have WorldEdit. So this is the WorldEdit Forge mod edition. So I never installed, I guess I never installed WorldEdit before. I just, or did I? Did I even download WorldEdit? I didn't download it. Okay, so when you get WorldEdit, I should have explained that. I messed up on that one a little bit. Where's my WorldEdit link? So this is the WorldEdit for 1.12.1 and 1.12. I'll look up and see if there is a WorldEdit 1.12.2 somewhere somebody's doing. Again, you got to press keep. With WorldEdit, what you'll do is you will put it into your mods directory rather than run it like Optifine and Forge. So let's make that clear on the record. For WorldEdit and WorldEdit CLI, you just take it over here and just copy it over here. In my case, it just as a copy. I'll press cancel because it's already over there. And now I'll install it. So WorldEdit is now installed. WorldEdit CLI is installed. Optifine has installed itself. I'm not sure I need this jar file here now that I've installed it. I wonder what that means. Let's play around a little bit. I'm going to delete it and see what happens. If Optifine does not run now because I deleted it, then Optifine would be the same way. You would just copy it over into the .minecraft mods folder. As far as the launcher thing I was telling you about, you have this launcher when you first install Minecraft. Always install Minecraft, and I should have explained this at the beginning too, but I was assuming you already had Minecraft installed. That's the way I'm trying to do the video. But when you're installing Minecraft for the first time, you want to run it and go through all the updates and all the processes that it wants you to do, and then you'll install your Forge, your mods, and all of your stuff. Always do it after you have run Minecraft in its default launcher for the first time. Again, always make sure you run Minecraft in its default launcher the first time before you try to do the mods and all the other stuff. Okay, I wish I had made that clear at the beginning, but again, I was assuming that you're already working with Minecraft installed. So, you'll have an arrow here, and you'll see that there's Forge, there's Optifine is now here. Oh, okay, so what that did was, when I ran the installer for Optifine, it gave me another launcher. This is an Optifine launcher, and I may not want this Optifine launcher, so I might have to figure out how I would want to delete that. I'll have to look into it. And then it gives me a Forge launcher and then a regular launcher, the default launcher right here. I do not want to run Optifine launcher because I can't run WorldEdit through Optifine launcher as far as I know. So I'm just going to copy Optifine over here, and then that'll be ready to go. And I think that covers this first video. If you have any questions, please comment, leave feedback below. If you'd like to support me in my work, please use Patreon, and the link for that will be in the details below. Thank you very much for your time and your help. There'll be a link to all of these programs as well, and I appreciate your support.